So, the other thing that you had talked to a bit there that I kind of is a recurring theme, I think, for Gowan, and I think you said it was one of your priorities is, keeping focus on the needs and the wants of your customer. And I think that that's, important. And I think that that's, as a company grows and expands and gets bigger and all those kind of things, sometimes, that slips. And it's, not pointing to any examples, but it is harder to maintain the focus on the customer. Can you, speak a little bit about Gowan's priority of the farm customer?
Our approach always has been and always will be what we call muddy boots, right? So that's our team getting in the field, listening to what issues are being seen out there by both grower and retail customers, right? Gowan is a relatively small organization, so for us to reach each individual grower out there is a bit of a challenge, right? So we rely on our technical ability and our technical training of retails across Western Canada as well to help carry that message forward. But when we walk into a field to look at a problem, Levi, we don't walk in with any assumptions, right? We know that the problems being experienced in that specific field are unique to that grower, right? So we do our best to listen, more importantly, learn, and then decide how we're going to move forward, right?
Right.
So a very I don't know if open-minded approach is the way to go about it, but I think a non-presumptive approach is what we try to do, because each field, as you know, is unique, and each grower is unique, and so are their problems. So we try to listen, learn, and then devise a plan moving forward.
One of the things that I do think, and I brought up, I said talked about Gary before, but I would say that, like, in general, and the reps that I've dealt with in this area, specifically on my farm from Gowan, have really been, I think, part of what you said, both kind of like lived the Gowan culture, but also been very knowledgeable and approach things in a way that makes you feel like, that your business was appreciated and that you enjoyed working with the company. And I think those are takeaways that I personally have reputationally from Gowan. And I'm not just saying that because we're talking right now. That's kind of how I actually feel about it. And I think, it's been interesting. And I think certainly in terms of what you say, as a smaller company, harder to reach every customer individually. The reps play a huge role in that. Can you talk a little bit just about, your training program for them, how you incorporate them into like the more of the corporate side of the business, because they're your face in every one of these small towns and small communities?
Yeah, our approach, Levi, we can call it a development program or a continuous training program, or however you want to refer to it. But we believe in spending time with other people in other parts of the world. So we'll send our reps down south and spend a week with some of the reps with similar territories, right? And kind of create like an infectious type mindset, right? You kind of learn how they do things. You kind of talk through how you do things, and really just kind of create that spider web effect, right? Where it's a consistent, continuous message across different parts of the world. On the technical side of things, right? Of course, our development team is always running through. We have a pretty significant development program in the field, and so we're always continuously reviewing those results. Whether it's rate adjustments or adjuvant packages or whatever, what have you. Just a continuous push of the agronomics of the products themselves, and the fit in their different territories. I would say it's more of an ongoing thing. It's not like a steps type approach where you got your level 1, you got your level 2, level 3, right? It's more of a blended approach, focused on the agronomics, and then probably second mindset of the organization.